In this short video, I'm going to show you how you can set your gradebook up so you can set it with a floor of 50 points, and you can also make any blank assignments equal whatever your lowest grade is set as. So I've navigated to my course right here, and the first thing I want to do is navigate to the gradebook. And once that page loads, you'll see I have my typical gradebook view. I'm looking at the user report right now. What I want to do is navigate to the category and items view, the simple view. Once that loads, it's going to load a page like we see right here. And what you may or may not have set up is you may have categories set up here. If you don't have categories set up, you can simply click on this little gear icon right here. But I do have categories set up. As you can see, there's folders nested underneath each other. So what I'm going to do is, let's say I wanted to set the academic school year right now, where anytime a student has a blank grade, meaning that they have not turned something in, it's automatically going to give them the lowest grade possible. The way that we can do this is to simply click on the gear over on the right hand side, and it will load a new window. That window will allow us to adjust these settings. The first thing we're going to want to do is click on the Show More underneath the grade category. Right there, you'll see a very first checkbox that says Aggregate only not empty grades. What this means is that if this box is checked, it will not include the blank in the student's final grade. If I uncheck this, what it means is that anytime that there is a blank, it's going to automatically give the student the lowest grade possible, whatever I may set that as. The default lowest grade is 0. If I would like to change that, all I have to do is simply click on Category Total down here a little lower, and you'll see there's a maximum grade and a minimum grade. Let's say, for example, I'd like to set a floor of 50 as the lowest grade possible. I can click right here where it says the minimum grade, type a 50, and hit Save Changes. But before I do that, what I want to do is I want to show you guys something really quickly. I'm going to click on this, leave it back the way that it was. I can leave the minimum grade as 50. If I hit Save Changes, it's going to make the changes necessary to my gradebook. And right here, you'll see that I have a student's grades, and you can see there's some grades right here for the student. And if I scroll down, you'll notice that the student has an 88.6. You'll notice also that there's a lot of assignments missing. What it's not doing right now is it's not calculating these missing assignments as the lowest grade possible. So let's go ahead and set that up. If I go back to my simple view, I click on this gear right here, and I want to go to Category Total, make sure that it's 50, and I also want to click on this Show More right here. And this time I'm going to say I want those blank grades to actually be counted as the lowest grade possible. In this particular case, it's going to be a 50. If I hit Save Changes, I've now changed those settings in my gradebook, and if I go back and I look at the student's grades, I'm going to have to refresh this page. But if I look at these students' grades now, you'll notice that the students should no longer have an 88, but they actually have a 55.31. That is because the system is now interpreting all of these blanks as the lowest grade possible, which is 50. So that's the way that you can set a floor on your assignments, and also set it so that the blank assignments are counted as the lowest grade. Please note, though, that because this is an asynchronous course, I do not recommend that at this point in time, this early on in Virtual Loudoun, that you set the lowest grade as 50 and include the blanks as zeros. I think you're going to get a lot of parent phone calls if all of a sudden they have a student who has a 50 in the course and has only turned in 3 assignments.